They say age is just a number, but when it comes to passion and performance in the bedroom, many men quietly wonder if time is working against them. The truth is, staying strong in the bedroom isn't about fighting age. It's about embracing wisdom, making smarter choices, and giving him the confidence to know that his best years of intimacy don't have to be behind him. Confidence is the hidden fuel behind lasting strength in the bedroom. When a man walks into intimacy with doubt, fear, or hesitation, his body responds in kind. The mind and body are so deeply connected that even the slightest insecurity can disrupt performance, lower desire, or create unnecessary pressure. But when he carries himself with self-belief, when he trusts his ability to please and connect with his partner, everything changes. The truth is that sexual power is not just about physical stamina, but about the energy and confidence he radiates in that private space. As men age, confidence in the bedroom can sometimes take a hit. Concerns about body changes, stamina, or performance start to creep in, often silently. He might wonder whether he can still satisfy his partner the way he used to, or whether aging has stolen some of his spark. These thoughts can plant seeds of self-doubt, and once doubt sets in, it creates a cycle. The more he worries, the more his body resists. That is why the first step to staying strong in the bedroom is not a supplement, not an exercise routine, not even a diet. It is confidence. If he believes he is capable, desirable, and strong, he already holds half the power. Confidence in the bedroom is not arrogance. It is not about pretending to be perfect. Instead, it is the quiet strength of knowing who he is, valuing himself, and bringing that certainty into intimacy. A confident man understands that his partner is not looking for perfection, but for connection. He realizes that the true measure of power is not in how long or how hard, but in how present and engaged he is in the moment. This presence turns intimacy into something greater than performance. It becomes an experience that satisfies both partners emotionally and physically. For him to grow in confidence, he must begin by shifting his mindset. Instead of focusing on what he thinks he lacks, he should recognize the strengths he already possesses. Perhaps he brings wisdom, patience, and attentiveness that younger men cannot. Perhaps he knows his partner's needs more deeply because of years of shared experiences. Perhaps he has learned the value of slowing down, savoring touch, and making intimacy more meaningful than ever. Each of these is a gift that builds confidence and keeps passion alive. Another part of confidence comes from taking care of himself. When a man exercises, eats well, and manages stress, he doesn't just improve his physical performance, he also strengthens his belief in his ability to perform. The simple act of showing up for his own health is an act of self-respect, and that self-respect naturally turns into confidence. When he looks in the mirror and feels good about the man staring back, that energy carries straight into the bedroom. Equally important is communication. A man who communicates openly with his partner about desires, fantasies, or even insecurities will often find his confidence growing. Why? Because silence breeds doubt, but honesty builds trust. When a partner responds with reassurance, excitement, or understanding, it gives him the freedom to relax and express himself fully. The strongest men are not the ones who never feel doubt, but the ones who acknowledge it, talk about it, and move beyond it with courage. Finally, confidence is built over time. Every positive intimate experience, every moment of connection, every time he allows himself to be fully present strengthens his belief in his own power. Even setbacks or challenges can become lessons that make him stronger for the next moment. By embracing growth, by treating intimacy as a journey rather than a performance test, he frees himself from pressure and taps into his true strength. In the end, staying strong in the bedroom as he ages is less about fighting against time and more about embracing himself. Confidence is the foundation. Without it, even the healthiest body struggles. With it, even age becomes an ally, bringing wisdom, patience, and a deeper sense of connection. When a man carries confidence into the bedroom, he not only boosts his own power, he creates a safe, exciting, and passionate space where intimacy thrives, no matter what the calendar says. A healthy lifestyle is the secret weapon that keeps intimacy alive and powerful as the years go by. When a man takes care of his body and mind outside the bedroom, the results show up in his stamina, energy, and confidence inside the bedroom. Every choice he makes during the day, from what he eats to how much he moves, directly influences how strong and passionate he feels at night. It is often said that the bedroom reflects the rest of a man's life, and this is true. Good habits lead to good performance, while neglect slowly takes its toll. One of the most powerful lifestyle choices a man can make is maintaining a balanced diet. The foods he consumes are the building blocks of his body, fueling energy, circulation, and hormones. A diet rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, nuts and whole grains strengthens the heart and improves blood flow, which is essential for bedroom performance. On the other hand, processed foods, excess sugar, and heavy alcohol create fatigue, lower testosterone, and restrict circulation. He does not need expensive supplements or miracle cures when nature already provides powerful boosters: zinc from nuts, omega-3 fatty acids from fish, antioxidants from berries, and energy from leafy greens. By choosing foods that nourish rather than drain him, he builds natural stamina that keeps him strong as he ages. Exercise is another pillar of a healthy bedroom life. Physical activity is not just about building muscles. It strengthens the heart, improves circulation, and enhances endurance. A man who commits to regular movement, whether it is walking, lifting weights, yoga, or swimming, keeps his body responsive and energized. Even short, daily workouts increase testosterone levels, which play a vital role in sexual drive and performance. Just as important, exercise relieves stress and sharpens confidence. When he feels fit and in control of his body, he carries that same assurance into intimacy. The difference is noticeable. A man who moves with strength in his daily life will move with energy and confidence in the bedroom. Rest is often overlooked, yet it is one of the most vital aspects of a healthy lifestyle. Quality sleep restores the body, balances hormones, and renews energy. Without rest, testosterone levels fall, mood declines, and stamina fades. A tired man may find himself uninterested or unable to perform at his best, no matter how much he desires to. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep each night is not a luxury, but a necessity for sustaining passion and power. When he wakes up energized, he approaches intimacy with vitality instead of exhaustion. Stress management also plays a key role in keeping intimacy strong. Stress is one of the biggest enemies of bedroom performance, tightening the body, clouding the mind, and disrupting circulation. A man who carries the weight of daily worries into the bedroom finds it difficult to relax and connect. This is why practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking time for hobbies are more than just relaxation tools. They are performance enhancers. When he learns to release stress, he clears the path for desire and connection to flow naturally. A healthy lifestyle is not about perfection or strict rules. It is about consistency and balance. Small daily habits add up, and over time they transform not only his physical health, but also his intimacy. Choosing water over soda, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, cooking a wholesome meal instead of ordering fast food, these decisions accumulate into strength, endurance, and confidence. His partner will notice the difference, not just in his energy, but in his attentiveness and presence. Ultimately, the man who invests in his health invests in his passion. The healthier his lifestyle, the more vibrant and powerful his bedroom life becomes. Aging does not have to mean slowing down or losing desire. With a strong body, clear mind, and balanced habits, he proves that the fire of intimacy can burn just as brightly, if not brighter, with each passing year. Hormones are the silent drivers of a man's vitality, energy, and passion. And as he ages, keeping them balanced becomes essential for staying strong in the bedroom. Testosterone, often called the male power hormone, plays a major role in sexual desire, stamina, and overall performance. When levels of testosterone begin to dip, which naturally happens with age, it can lead to lower libido, reduced energy, and even a loss of confidence. This is not a sign of weakness or failure, it is simply biology. The good news is that with awareness, medical support, and the right habits, he can keep his hormonal health in check and continue to thrive sexually well into later years. Aging is inevitable, but how a man manages it makes all the difference. Many men overlook their hormone levels, assuming that a decline in performance is just something they must accept. But the truth is, with proper medical checkups, he can detect early changes and take steps to restore balance. Testosterone replacement therapy, lifestyle adjustments, and nutritional improvements are all options that can help. By working closely with a doctor, he ensures that his body is functioning at its best, not only for intimacy, but also for overall health. When hormones are aligned, energy levels rise, mood improves, and sexual confidence returns naturally. It is not just testosterone that matters. Other hormones such as cortisol, insulin, and thyroid hormones also play a role in his sexual power. High stress leads to elevated cortisol, which suppresses testosterone and makes it harder to feel desire. Poor diet or lack of exercise can cause insulin resistance, which affects circulation and sexual performance. Thyroid imbalances can drain energy and reduce stamina. This is why regular medical checkups are so important. They provide a clear picture of what is happening inside his body, allowing him to take action before small issues grow into bigger challenges. Ignoring these signs only adds unnecessary struggle, while paying attention creates opportunities for growth and renewal. Medical checkups also reveal the state of his heart health, which is directly connected to sexual power. Erections depend on strong blood flow, and any condition that weakens the heart or narrows the arteries, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, can reduce performance. For this reason, doctors often say that the bedroom can act as an early warning sign for heart disease. If he notices changes in stamina or firmness, it may be time for a health evaluation. Addressing these conditions not only protects his heart, but also restores strength and confidence in intimacy. Hormonal balance is also influenced by lifestyle choices. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise are natural regulators of testosterone. Men who consistently get quality rest, maintain a healthy diet, and stay active tend to have higher testosterone levels and better sexual performance than those who neglect these areas. Weight management is especially critical, as excess fat can convert testosterone into estrogen, reducing sexual drive. By keeping his weight under control and supporting his body with nourishing habits, he naturally promotes hormonal balance without depending solely on medical intervention. However, there should be no shame in seeking professional support. Too often, men hesitate to talk about sexual health with doctors, fearing embarrassment or judgment. But avoiding the subject only prolongs the struggle. When he approaches medical checkups with openness and courage, he takes control of his own well-being. Doctors today have advanced tools and treatments that can restore balance, improve circulation, and bring back the passion that seemed lost. Ultimately, staying strong in the bedroom as he ages is not about denying the effects of time, but about managing them wisely. Hormonal balance and regular medical checkups are not just safety nets, they are pathways to confidence, energy, and lasting intimacy. A man who pays attention to his inner health is a man who continues to lead with strength, both in life and in love. He understands that taking care of his body is not only about extending his years, but about enhancing the quality of every moment, including those most intimate. Emotional connection is the invisible thread that holds intimacy together and keeps it meaningful, especially as a man grows older. While youthful energy and physical drive may once have been enough to fuel passion, time has a way of teaching that true strength in the bedroom comes from something deeper than just performance. When a man feels emotionally connected to his partner, intimacy becomes more than an act of desire. It becomes an exchange of trust, love, and closeness that makes the experience more powerful and fulfilling for both. For him, understanding this truth is key to sustaining sex power as he ages. Many men worry that age will reduce their physical stamina or performance. While it is natural for the body to change over time, emotional intimacy has the ability to make those changes feel less important. When he and his partner share a strong bond, the pressure to perform perfectly disappears. Instead of focusing on performance alone, they focus on closeness, communication, and pleasure in its many forms. This deeper understanding creates freedom in the bedroom, where neither partner feels judged or inadequate. Confidence grows when he knows his partner values connection just as much as physical passion. Emotional connection begins with communication. A man who openly speaks with his partner about desires, fears, and needs strengthens trust and creates a safe space for exploration. When he shares what he enjoys and listens to what she desires, intimacy naturally becomes richer. Misunderstandings and insecurities fade away when partners know they can express themselves honestly. This openness removes the invisible walls that often appear in long-term relationships and reignites passion by allowing both partners to rediscover each other. Trust is another essential part of emotional connection. Without trust, intimacy becomes tense and uncertain. With trust, it becomes effortless and exciting. When a man builds trust through loyalty, kindness, and attentiveness, his partner feels safe opening up to him, emotionally and physically. This sense of safety makes intimacy more adventurous and rewarding. He no longer has to wonder whether he is enough, because trust assures him that his partner values the whole relationship, not just moments of performance. Emotional closeness also helps reduce the anxiety that often affects men as they age. Worrying about whether he can keep up, whether he looks attractive enough, or whether he can satisfy his partner can create unnecessary pressure. But when the bond is strong, these worries lose their power. His partner's encouragement, reassurance, and affection remind him that passion is not measured only in performance, but in the quality of connection they share. This shift in perspective allows him to relax, enjoy the moment, and actually perform better, because he is free from stress. Beyond the bedroom, the way he invests in emotional intimacy throughout daily life greatly impacts passion. Small acts of care, like listening, laughing together, or showing affection, build emotional closeness that naturally carries into physical intimacy. A partner who feels loved and valued outside the bedroom is far more likely to desire deeper connection within it. For him, recognizing that intimacy is an ongoing process rather than a single event is one of the most powerful ways to maintain sex power. As men age, they often gain wisdom, patience, and a deeper understanding of relationships. These qualities become strengths in the bedroom when he uses them to nurture emotional intimacy. Where youthful passion might burn fast and fade quickly, mature love burns steadily and deeply. By prioritizing emotional connection, he ensures that intimacy remains exciting, tender, and deeply satisfying. Ultimately, staying strong in the bedroom is not only about physical health, but about the bond he shares with his partner. Emotional connection transforms intimacy from a performance into an experience that feeds both body and soul. It reminds him that while age may change the body, it can also deepen love, increase patience, and strengthen passion in ways that make sex more powerful than ever before. A man who embraces emotional intimacy proves that true strength lies not in perfection, but in presence, vulnerability, and connection. Nature has always provided the strongest and most reliable tools for sustaining health, vitality, and sexual power. Yet many men, as they age, feel tempted to chase quick fixes in the form of pills, artificial enhancers, or shortcuts that promise instant results. While these may provide temporary relief, they often ignore the deeper causes of reduced stamina and passion. True strength in the bedroom comes from long-term habits and natural boosters that not only improve performance, but also protect overall health. For him, learning to trust nature and his own consistency is far more rewarding than relying on quick fixes. Quick solutions create a dangerous cycle. A pill might bring back temporary firmness, but it does not heal the body, improve circulation, or address hormonal changes. In fact, over time, dependence on artificial aids can erode confidence, leaving him worried about whether he can perform without them. Natural boosters, on the other hand, build strength from within. They allow him to feel in control of his own body, knowing that his power is sustained by his lifestyle rather than by something external. This self-reliance restores confidence and makes intimacy more satisfying. One of the simplest and most powerful natural boosters is physical activity. Exercises like brisk walking, swimming, cycling, and weight training improve circulation, strengthen the heart, and boost testosterone. Specific exercises such as pelvic floor training, often overlooked by men, directly enhance sexual endurance and control. Yoga and stretching not only increase flexibility, but also calm the mind, reducing stress that interferes with performance. Unlike quick fixes, these habits produce lasting results, ensuring that his body remains responsive and energetic. Nutrition is another key natural booster. Foods such as spinach, beetroot, and pomegranate juice increase blood flow, while nuts, seeds, and seafood provide zinc and omega-3 fatty acids that support testosterone. Dark chocolate and berries deliver antioxidants that improve circulation and energy levels. Spices like ginger and turmeric reduce inflammation, supporting overall vitality. These foods are not only natural but also enjoyable, turning daily meals into medicine that strengthens him from the inside out. Unlike artificial stimulants, the benefits of a nourishing diet build over time and improve his whole life, not just moments of intimacy. Stress management is also a powerful natural booster.
Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which lowers testosterone and reduces desire. Quick fixes cannot solve this problem, but natural practices such as meditation, deep breathing, and even simple hobbies release tension and restore balance. When he is calm and centered, his body responds with renewed desire and energy. Even spending time outdoors, soaking in sunlight, and breathing fresh air can elevate mood, balance hormones, and rekindle passion in the most natural way possible. Sleep plays a role as well. Many men underestimate how deeply rest affects sexual performance. During deep sleep, the body restores testosterone levels and heals the systems responsible for stamina. Without enough rest, no pill or artificial booster can fully compensate. By prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, he strengthens his natural power in a way that lasts and requires no shortcuts. Another natural booster is emotional closeness with his partner. When he invests in romance, affection, and communication, passion flows more freely. This connection reduces anxiety and increases desire, allowing intimacy to feel natural and effortless. Unlike a quick fix, which isolates performance from emotion, connection enhances both at once, making intimacy deeper and more pleasurable. The beauty of natural boosters is that they do not just fix one moment, they transform his entire lifestyle. By exercising regularly, eating wisely, sleeping deeply, and managing stress, he is not only boosting his sex power, but also protecting his heart, brain, and overall longevity. Aging then becomes less of a challenge, and more of an opportunity to enjoy intimacy with wisdom, balance, and strength. In the end, quick fixes may offer speed, but they cannot match the depth and reliability of natural methods. A man who chooses natural boosters proves that passion is not something to be bought or borrowed, but something to be cultivated with care. His strength in the bedroom becomes a reflection of his strength in life, earned through patience, consistency, and respect for his body. With nature as his ally, he discovers that real power does not fade with age, but grows richer, stronger, and more satisfying over time. Strength in the bedroom is often misunderstood as something tied only to youth, raw stamina, or endless energy. Many men grow up believing that sexual power is at its peak when they are young, and that aging brings decline, loss, and eventual weakness. But the truth is far richer. Strength evolves with age, and rather than fading, it transforms into something deeper, more controlled, and more satisfying. Redefining strength with age is not about holding on desperately to the past, but about embracing a new kind of power that combines wisdom, patience, and emotional depth. For him, this shift in perspective can turn aging into an opportunity instead of a burden. In youth, strength often expresses itself in intensity. Young men may rely on speed, frequency, or sheer stamina to define their sexual power. But as he grows older, strength takes on a different form. It becomes less about how fast or how often, and more about how deeply he can connect, how present he can be, and how much pleasure he can give and receive. This maturity makes intimacy less of a performance and more of an art. His experience allows him to move with confidence, to understand his partner more fully, and to appreciate the richness of intimacy in ways a younger man may not yet grasp. One of the most important aspects of redefining strength with age is patience. A man who no longer feels pressured to prove himself discovers the freedom of slowing down. He can savor touch, enjoy foreplay, and create experiences that last longer and feel more satisfying. Where youthful passion might burn brightly but briefly, mature passion smolders with depth and endurance. This change is not a loss, it is a gift. It allows him to experience intimacy in a fuller, richer way that benefits both him and his partner. Another layer of strength that comes with age is confidence rooted in acceptance. Instead of worrying about imperfections or comparing himself to others, he learns to value himself as he is. This self-assurance radiates in the bedroom, creating an atmosphere of ease and security. His partner senses this confidence and responds with trust and openness. The strength of maturity is not about flawless performance, but about bringing authenticity and presence into every intimate moment. When he embraces himself fully, his partner feels free to do the same, and together they create intimacy that is powerful and liberating. With age also comes wisdom about health, energy, and emotional balance. A man who takes care of himself by eating well, exercising, and managing stress, shows his strength not only through physical stamina, but through discipline and self-respect. He understands that real power comes from consistency and care, not shortcuts or quick fixes. This holistic view of strength makes him more resilient, more adaptable, and more capable of sustaining intimacy over the years. His power becomes steady and reliable, something his partner can count on, rather than something that flickers unpredictably. Redefining strength also means expanding the definition of intimacy itself. True passion is not limited to physical acts, but includes tenderness, laughter, deep conversation, and emotional closeness. As he matures, he learns that a loving glance, a gentle touch, or a shared silence can be as powerful as any physical performance. This wider understanding of intimacy creates a bond that grows stronger with time, ensuring that his sexual power is not tied only to physical ability, but to the richness of connection. Ultimately, strength with age is about transformation, not decline. The young man may run faster, but the mature man knows the path better. The young man may burn with intensity, but the mature man burns with steadiness and depth. By embracing this evolution, he discovers that aging is not the end of sexual power, but the beginning of a new, more profound chapter. His strength lies not only in his body, but in his wisdom, his patience, his confidence, and his ability to love more fully. For him, staying strong in the bedroom as he ages means understanding that strength is not lost, it simply changes shape. It becomes more refined, more meaningful, and more lasting. Instead of fearing time, he learns to use it to his advantage, turning years of experience into a source of power. In this way, he proves that true strength is not measured in youth or stamina alone, but in the ability to adapt, to connect, and to keep passion alive, no matter how many years have passed.